In this tutorial, we're going to look at a couple of different ways to pull information from a website. So we have different models that are available. One is Site Relic, and the other is Exa Get Contents. And both of these let you feed it a URL, and then it'll go and pull information from a website. So let's start with we'll start with the Exa. And I'm going to connect that to my start and my stop. And so Exa actually lets you give it a list of URLs. We'll just do one for now. I'm going to go out and just get the home page of blurfactor.com. And I'm going to say, yeah, let's have it retrieve some content. And I'll hit set. I'll hit save, update. And now I'll run that sequence. So this basically went out to Blurfactor using Exa, and it pulled in all of the copy from that website, which is really powerful for research and different uses. You can imagine you could pass this information to a text-to-text prompt next, or do all kinds of different things with it. Let's go back to edit our original sequence, and instead of having a hard-coded URL, we'll just remove this connector, add our human in the loop. The question will be URL, and we'll require that we give it a valid URL, and then we'll connect that to our start and to our get contents module. And I'm just going to right click on human in the loop, copy response 5, drop it into our list of URLs, set process variables to yes. And that'll basically go out and get whatever URL I give it. So I'll run my sequence. This time let's go to the WordPress page, and I'll hit submit, and it'll go out to Exa and get the text for whatever page I gave it to. Whatever page I gave it. So there's WordPress developer, Charlotte, North Carolina. So it did a great job. So that's really powerful. Again, I'll go back and edit one more time, and let's look at the other options we have. So Site Relic has two different models. I'm going to drag two Site Relic nodes onto the stage. I'm going to connect them up. First model we're going to look at is Screenshot, and Screenshot will basically go out and do just that. It'll take a screenshot of the website that we pointed at. For the URL, we're going to use, again, our human in the loop response. Paste that in there. We're going to process variables, and I can have it retrieve the full page if I want. I'm going to say no in this case, so that it retrieves just the image above the fold. And for this test, I'll just do I'll do the mobile version of the site. And so the URL is going to be human in the loop URL. Mobile version, it's going to do a screenshot. The proxy country, we can set it here. I think US should be fine. We'll save that. Next, we'll do the other model, which is web scraping. And this will scrape the full code from that site. I'll do desktop in this case. Our URL is going to be that human in the loop value. I do want to process variables, and that should do it. So this automation starts by asking for URL. It'll use Exa Get Contents to retrieve the text of the site. It'll use the screenshot from Site Relic to actually take a screenshot of the site. And then it goes on to web scraping from Site Relic, and it'll scrape the code from the site. So I'm going to hit update. I'll run that. Run sequence. Let's do our WooCommerce page this time. Paste that in. Submit. So it's going to do all three of those. It starts with Exa, And at this point it's doing the screenshot, which takes a little longer. There it goes, and now it's doing the web scrape. And so there we go. So here is the EXA response, which again is the text of that page. Here's our screenshot. So this is a mobile version of the screenshot, above the fold. And then here's the scraped version of the site from Site Relic. So all the code and everything in there. And I can download this. I can copy it to clipboard. The image again is harvested to my media library. There it is, and I could have done the desktop version as well if I wanted to. So that's just a quick look at 3 different ways to pull information directly from a website by giving it a URL.